Damn it, sister. I just was watching. I see they got a Clayton County documentary. Clayton County documentary. And I see the sister say that at the end of it, she got a little short where she say, "Hey, y'all in jail, y'all need to get y'all ass in the cell." Now, sister, I'm gonna be honest with you. I cussed after I listened to your little short, because I actually went through that. I was actually there. I got there March 3rd, 2020, from Cherokee County Adult Detention Center in Canton. When I got there, Jody Breeze was in there. Now, me growing up in Griffin, Georgia myself, I seen Jody. Boy, where you been? That's what he said. I said, well, you don't know me. Yeah, I do. He's actually my niece's Heaven's cousin. So we talked. I told him I did the same thing you did. I moved to Atlanta, you know. But when I left Clayton County, which is all white run, it was a mixed white, yeah, I went through my little thing there too, you know. Went through my thing there. COVID was just hitting y'all out here. COVID was just hitting y'all. So I hear the sisters talking about how clean it was. Young sister, no disrespect, but you don't know nothing that you talking about. When COVID hit, we didn't even have a towel to put over our face, let alone to even shower with. 3 men in one cell, 23 hours lockdown. We was not getting out. We had learned to pop the doors open and we let ourselves out. So when you see them running around like that in there, shit. And the little documentary, I don't know, it might be some type of little sensationalist documentary, but I went through some real things in there. And not to be bragging, because it wasn't all about the money to me. I actually was one of those ones that was being persecuted because I was talking to the Southern Center for Human Rights. They had manipulated the grievance system where you couldn't put in no grievances. So you had to put, like, if you were smart, you learned to put a grievance through the medical request or some shit like that. So it was documented. Like I said, COVID was hitting. Y'all was on they had just put y'all on the stay in shelter order. We didn't even have a towel. Um, the exact date, the court papers could, you know, document, you know. But early that day, Officer Wynn, and I ain't gonna say your name like that, but yeah, you came in. It was trade time. Dude from New York, you smacked this shit against the wall. Damn, here go me trying to be damn security. I ain't say nothing then, but when the sergeant came in, I said, "Sir, permission to speak, sir?" Because that's how you got to talking now. It's true what you say about when the officers come in, we used to have to face the wall and say, "Officer on deck." Yeah, we had to do that. And you had to have a V in your tissue. Like, if you didn't have the V, you didn't pass inspection. So that means you and your cellmates were locked down, no free time. I'm trying to think, was this before or after I was put on inmate worker status? I was in the kitchen. I want to say that this is I want to say this is after I was put on inmate worker status. But point I'm trying to get to, you really don't know what you talking about. And you sound like a whole house nigga on guard. Uh, Michael Davis, NFL. If any of your family members might know him, Michael Davis, if that's your relative, this is what happened to him. Sergeant, say out. What's happening? Huh? What's going on, Sergeant? Say out. Huh? Didn't think you ever see me again? Well, you ain't seeing me. You just see God's work. What's happening, say y'all? Sergeant, say y'all. Remember that talk you were having with Michael Davis when I came in from working that day, and he was complaining about having symptoms of COVID. He was on the skip team. The skip team is the team that went outside and worked picking up garbage on Tara Boulevard or wherever you were at in Clayton County. That's who kept your streets clean. Michael Davis was complaining to Sergeant Sayal of having symptoms of COVID that we were learning at that time, putting us all in danger. We was in inmate worker dorm number 7. I came back in from work one day. They said that Michael was sent to the infirmary because he was had been puking and diarrhea all night. Now that was part of the COVID, right? And this is all black run jail. Hell, we probably had you had the fine ass white nurse, you had the one white officer with the glasses, and then you had the one blonde, kind of heavyset white girl that worked there. Right? So you know how you know how black people act, especially with COVID. So after this is after they beat me. I know. This is after or before. It really don't matter because it's all documented, and it wasn't all about the money. But hey, we got a little something out of it. After they beat me up, instead of just throwing me in a hole, which they couldn't because I had done nothing wrong, they put me in the infirmary, which was just like the hole. No proper shower, no free time. Supposed to get an hour of free time where you can go make phone calls and shit. I barely got that. So it was just a lot of solitary. All I had time to do was to read my court papers and learn how to speak your language. I learned legalese by reading my court papers, and I learned how to use the same words you use. And I wrote the United States District Court of Northern Georgia, and I expressed to them my complaint about how I was beaten. And my dad, who don't even mess with me anytime I ever got locked up in my life, he knew that what I was going through was for real, that he had came to my aid on this one. He came up there and paid y'all a visit, paid the Sergeant Lyons, paid you a visit at the time. And he asked you a question, what had my son done? And you said that, well, your son's name has never crossed my desk. Exactly. But, being in the infirmary, I got to see, well, they were putting people in cells and putting upper respiratory, a sign saying upper respiratory, whatever they was calling COVID. You knew what it was. But y'all so dirty. Sergeant say y'all, your bitch ass, you gonna tell him that you gonna put him back in orange if he continue to complain about having symptoms of a deadly disease, motherfucker? And you thought you weren't gonna never see somebody again? What you think? You two think somebody's scared of death or whatever the fuck y'all can do to somebody? Pardon my language. Elders. But he complained about that. And y'all put him in the infirmary. And this is coming from not only myself. What my boy name? I don't even want to put his name out there. White brother was working as an inmate worker as well. Huh? Y'all put him in there, and then you know how niggas is. Oh, I ain't going in there. Oh, nigga, I ain't going in there. Just slide it through the slot. Just slide it straight through the slot. I ain't trying to get sick. Just slide it through the slot. So when y'all found him in there dead, his arm was slumped over the bunk, and his trays were piled up at the slot. You sons of bitches. And then, y'all so scared of Victor Hill, who I had some respect for, because I seen a little powerful black man. I'm like, damn, this man got some power. I actually washed your car. Y'all know y'all put me out there in the front for a little while, washing cars. But when you realized who I was, you took me out for that. Right? I washed your car. That, whatever it was, that black shit you had, that little Charger, whatever it was, Scat Pack or whatever. And I prayed all around that motherfucker. I prayed the whole Al-Fatiha. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. While I washed your car that day. Sure did. And y'all found him like that. And he was already rigor mortis. My man Trey. I'm gonna say that. That's his first name. The white brother I'm talking about. Steven Sims. Also, Steven Sims. Found him the same way. By the toilet. Rigor mortis. And guess what y'all made them do? The inmate workers. Y'all made them, however, I don't even know if you can do this shit. But he said, y'all made them stretch their bodies out. Like the shit just happened. And then y'all called the ambulance. Like it had just happened. The men had been in them cells for quite a long time. So young sister, when you speaking, see, they end up playing. They end up playing, you know. And then, you know, this whatever documentary, that one never allowed. Especially not by somebody like myself or the people that I was doing time with and that was enough. Because we weren't going for that. I got my whole Quran thrown over the rail. Shit like that. Shit like that. I ain't want about no money with me. Want about no money with me. Still ain't. See anybody that might be seeing this? And Michael Davis was your people. Hey, this is what really happened to him. This is what really happened to him. And they told y'all a lie. And you think I'm scared of you or something? Did you create yourself? Then who the fuck is you? So sister, appreciate that whatever. Think I'll upload this and I'll see if we can get in there with the rest of the Clayton County videos. Yeah. We were really going through it in there. Black Mo, all in it. Victor Hip, he was a sheriff at the time. They so scared of him. They so scared of the workers were so scared of him. My God. When they heard he was coming, they just leave us in the damn hallway, facing the wall. To go do whatever the fuck they were doing. Running from him. I mean, that's why the Bible says things like don't envy the wicked. Cause it seemed like the people that got the power, the people that got the power would be the ones that whatever. Shit. So shit. Shit. It is what it is. So yeah, Michael Davis. Michael Davis. He enjoyed my I had a friend send me what I think was Jay-Z decoded in. He enjoyed that for a minute. We had a great conversation, him and I. Me being born in New York, him having done some time up north, you know what I'm saying? We talked about things like that. This is what happened to your loved one. And this is what that was 2020, this is 6. See the perfect timing of this? You know what I'm saying? Equality. 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 Even when we gone. Trust, even when you take us out of here wrongfully, trust that we will speak again. We will speak again. So I was just moved to make this because you've been on my mind, brother. Michael Davis. And to his family. My condolences for having to know the truth. And I will put my life on the line for what I'm saying. It already is. I don't give a damn. Gotta die anyway, right? All right. All right. So anyway, shit. If this is what's happening, I thought I'd put on my best blazer for this one too. Best blazer. I don't know. I don't know. Assalamu alaikum.